am so happy today because I picked the thing that would make me most excited to get in front of this camera and talk to you and turn on my classical music and sit here and do the thing that calms me down and brings me joy and makes me smile. So the Pat McGrath Opulence collection, there were 3 palettes, 3 sets released, and this is the Metalmorphosis set, the pink, so pretty. And when she called this collection Opulence, there was also a red, ruby red set and blue, a turquoise, a gorgeous like turquoise blue set. And I bought them all. I'm going to also talk to you about those. I'll do videos on those as well. If you're interested, just hit me up in the comments. Let me know. I'm very responsive. As you all know, I respond to every comment. And I'm having, oh my God, I had so much fun with this palette today. I didn't know what to do. And the matching lipstick duos, or coordinating, I should say, lipstick duos. So she named this the Opulence collection, and my God, she meant that. And when she said opulent, she meant that with her heart and soul. This is a opulent collection. This is so beautiful. These shadows are so stunning, and there we go. Look how beautiful that is. So there are 6 shadows in this palette, and 2 of them are actually repeats from the Decadence palette. So if you weren't able to get your hand on that Tin Pan palette, which was her Mothership 4, and as I mentioned, it was limited edition. If you weren't able to get your hands on that, and hopefully you were able to pick this one up when it was available, because you get the gold standard shade and the sterling shade, the silver and the gold, basically, that were also the exact same shades that were in the Decadence palette. And it didn't deter me, the fact that I already own that palette, the fact that there were 2 that I already owned out of the 6 shadows. It didn't deter me one bit from purchasing this, and I believe it retailed for $55. And this is what I have on my eyes today, and I'm in love with the look. I mean, it's stunning, gorgeous. It's all of those adjectives just all rolled into one. This is all that I have on my eyes today, and it really turned out beautiful. The only thing that I would have done differently is I would have put some glitter glue or some sprayed some Fix Plus on the gold standard color, and not because it's problematic, because it's opaque in one swipe and it's creamy, and this is called Metalmorphosis for a reason. These shadows are liquid metal, and I'm about to show you the swatches of them. But the reason why I would do so is because I have very hooded eyelids, and after applying the shadow, then I noticed that the gold from the lid had transferred to my meaty section above my crease here. And so I went in and I tried to, when I started to film, and I noticed that, you know, it had transferred, you know, which is very common for me, very common for my shadows. That's what they do, they migrate. So I generally do use a Fix Plus or a glitter glue or something tacky or sticky, something to try to, you know, keep it in the lids and to, you know, try to minimize transfer to, you know, this portion here above the crease. But it happened, and stuff happens, and it did. So how opulent is this? How beautiful is this? Just feast your lovely eyes on this beauty. Look at that pink, though. I have all the colors on my eyes today except for this sterling color. I went in, so what we have, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the swatches, but we've got gold standard, we've got sterling, we've got bronze, copper, smoked amethyst, and metallurgy. And these are the swatches. So right here, you've got your copper, you've got your gold standard. The copper I have on on my inner lid, overlapping into the gold standard. The bronze, look at that bronze. Isn't that beautiful? The bronze is in the outer part of the lid, overlapped onto the gold standard. I've got the smoked amethyst in the outer V and deepened in the crease. And I've got Metallurgy, that gorgeous, cool platinum champagne color right there. I've got that in my very inner tear duct. And I love the look. I really, I had so much fun creating it today. I had so much fun playing with it. And hopefully my eyelashes stay glued down. I had to refilm this because the first take, my eyelashes hanging off for its dear life. Like, let me off, I want to jump, you know. I went in when I realized that there had been transfer of the gold standard to the upper lid here above the crease, and I tried to just sweep that away with my Detail Pro brush by Sonia G. And I'm telling you, these brushes have leveled up my makeup game to such an extent. I'm kind of like, oh my God, it's a little scary. Like, just the amount of growth and what you can do with better brushes. I mean, you know, just how much better, you know, your results will be, and how much you can really achieve with just, you know, using some better brushes. It just is really leveling up my makeup looks and makeup game, and I couldn't be happier, honestly. I went into my outer V with the Crease One brush by Sonia G. Let me show you Crease One. And I went in with the smoked amethyst, deepened up that outer V and that crease with that. Went in with this bronze color in the outer lid portion and overlapped that over that gold standard, and went in with the copper on the inner lid portion, again overlapping it with the gold standard, and putting the Metallurgy in my inner tear duct there. And I had so much fun doing this look, and I'm going to show you this gorgeousness again. And you can see the sparkles are really coming through here. The sparkles, yeah, and the smoked amethyst, they're really coming through. But yet, you know, it has a more matte base, so I really didn't have a problem using that in the crease. But I love how the sparkles on that smoked amethyst are really coming through. What a beautiful, I mean, that looks like jewelry on the back of my hand, right? That is so beautiful. This palette's incredible. There's really nothing, you know, that you could really say about this palette other than the fact that it is just gorgeous. Creamy, easy to blend, and just opulent. Opulent is a very apt description. It also has these two lipsticks, this lipstick duo that came with it. And I wanted to say the lipstick duos were $65. That's what I want to say. But look how beautiful that collection is. Okay, there are two lipsticks in here, and they're also in the limited edition pink packaging. The ones that are in the blue have blue bullets. The ones in the pink, this one, they come with these beautiful, look at that. Look at that. So beautiful. Mwah. And we've got Christy, which is what I'm wearing on my lips. And that is a glorious corally peach color that goes so perfectly. It's like a dead-on ringer for this color where the copper and the gold standard come together and make that glorious peach metallic goodness. The lip is just perfect for that. Very nice. And her name is Christy. And I'll go ahead and swatch her again. The swatch is crazy looking. There we go. That is Christy. Christy. And I just love the packaging on this. The tube is so incredibly beautiful. So beautiful. Christy. I could wear this as much as I wear my Los Angeles. I love this. That was a great nude. Next up, we've got Forbidden Love. And she's a beautiful red. She's a beautiful red. And I love how in this set that, let me fix my swatches. I'm trying to do better swatches. That's Forbidden Love and Christy. Forbidden Love and Christy. But what I was saying is I love how in this set the lipsticks go so well with the eyeshadow look, and the eyeshadows themselves, the 6 colors, they are perfection. It's a perfectly edited palette because they work so well together. I mean, the way the copper and the gold standard blend in together to make this perfect peach color, which just happens to match the glorious peachy nude lip color, Christy, in the Matte Trans formula, by the way. I just love that, and how, you know, this bronze color goes into the gold standard, and it just blends together just beautifully and creates something altogether different. So while there are only 6 colors in this palette, there are like limitless possibilities, because this Metalmorphosis is really like, these shadows are like metals. I have no doubt that you could add some Duraline and you can make some really like glorious liquid liner out of these. It is literally like metal. I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she did it, and I don't care. I just want her to continue doing it. Just keep doing it. Mother Pat. And I am a huge Pat McGrath fan, as anybody who's ever looked at any of my videos knows. But this is why. You know, it's not standum just for the sake of being a big stan. It is based on something substantive, like having these incredibly pigmented, creamy, blendable, unique eyeshadows that look this good on a 50-year-old mature lid. This kind of glitter and these kind of colors, I mean, that could go so wrong. They could go so wrong, but they are oh so right. I mean, that looks amazing. And the way that this lays and sparkles and shines and reflects on the lid, and it doesn't, you know, cake up and crease up and bunch up into lines and you know, cause you to look older. And just the way that it sits on the skin is just, it's spectacular. It's opulent. That's the adjective I'm looking for. It is truly opulent. And I could not love these more. I mean, this is so beautiful. I mean, and it just, I mean, you have to just be happy just watching it and just looking at it, and just, I mean, the gloriousness of it all is just so beautiful. But once again, we've got copper. We've got gold standard. We have bronze, smoked amethyst, metallurgy, and sterling. And then for the lippies, we've got Christy and Forbidden Love. And it is just gorgeous. I mean, I can't say enough nice things, enough positive things about this palette. I mean, anything that has the power to put you in the kind of mood that this has put me in today is priceless. I mean, my God, you can sit down in your beauty room, turn up the classical music, and just create a beautiful look and share that with other beautiful women who love makeup and are just as obsessed as I am. Like, does life get any better than that? I can't imagine that it does. I mean, that's pretty freaking good. I mean, these are stunning. And unfortunately, I believe they were limited edition. Um, I don't, I checked today and they were not available on the Pat McGrath site, nor did I see them available on the Sephora site. I did just find out that Pat McGrath is, Bergdorf Goodman is now selling Pat McGrath. So you may have some luck there with some of the palettes that are out of stock at Sephora or on the Pat McGrath Labs website. You may have some luck at the Bergdorf site, because I just saw last week that they started selling the Pat McGrath. So I would check there too if I were you, if this is something that you really want to, get your hands on. I don't know if she's going to bring them back. I don't know if they're going to come back in stock, if she's going to restock them, or if they're limited edition and that's just what it is. I don't know. But these are gorgeous. If you do have the Decadence palette by chance, that's the Mothership 4. Those two colors, that sterling color and that gold standard color, are in there, and you can definitely recreate something very similar because you have the hero color already, that gold color, and the other bronze and the copper color. I mean, you can get very similar colors and make a similar eye look, something very dupey to this, because that gold standard color is in that Decadence palette. So the other things that I'm wearing on my face today are my Anastasia Amrezy highlighter on the cheekbones. And I screwed up my concealer again and got very cakey, and so I had to go in with my Milani Camellia oil again to save the day, and go in and tap a couple drops under my eye, let it soak in, and then go in with my Real Technique sponge and just sort of pat that in to the skin. I went in with my Wet n Wild Apricot in the Middle blush, which I love. I think it's like, I don't know, $2 or $3. Oh God, I just broke it again. I think it just, yeah, it is. Lord, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch that for you here. I don't know if this one's gonna show up, but you can see that, you really can't. But you see that it has kind of a glow to it. It's what I'm wearing on my cheeks. And it's kind of a peachy glow kind of a blush. Just something really simple and easy that I thought would work well with this Lip Christie. And with the eyeshadow look that I did today. I'm sorry. I have allergies and they're starting. So that's what I used in my look today. I also went in with my Face Pro brush for my bronzer. The Sonia G Face Pro. This brush is super soft and silky. Love this. The Inochig Pro by Sonia G. And these brushes, by the way, the Face Pro set is sold out. I've used this for my bronzer. Bronzer is what I'm trying to say. I used it for my bronzer yesterday, and this is incredible. I used this yesterday for that purpose. I used the Cheek Pro for my blush. Love it. And I've used my Wayne Goss Airbrush Limited Edition Pink for my highlight, for the Amrezy highlight that I used today. And I used my Sonia G Worker 1, I'm sorry, Worker 1 brush to place my initial color into the crease. And then I used the crease one to go in after and deepen up the outer V as well as my crease. And the Blender Pro that came with the Face Pro set. When I realized that I had transferred this gold standard color all over the top of my crease. I just went in and tried to, buff out what I could that had transferred from my lid. And these brushes, the Face Pro set, they are not back in stock yet. But my understanding is that they are coming back in stock at Beautylish, and they will also be available individually, and that's always really great. I just picked up some more of her eye brushes that I'll be reviewing, and that I would pick up that entire Face Pro set. I would have to, because I love every single brush in the Face Pro set. I have 4 of them right here that I just used today out of the 5. The other one is a little fan brush that I just don't have out, that I haven't been using because I'm so used to reaching for this Wayne Goss brush, airbrush for my highlight. But I've been using these like every day, and they wash up great. They're the softest, silkiest things that I have. They just feel so, so good. So I hope you enjoyed talking about the Opulence collection. I really did enjoy playing with it. It was just so good. I'll give you another peek at those swatches. It's a glorious palette, a glorious collection. And the lipsticks in the Matte Trans formula, they're not drying. I've been wearing this for hours, and it feels good on the lips. And it's just a beautiful color, and it's a beautiful formulation. So this Opulence collection is just, it's after my own heart. I loved every single thing about it. So please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that very, very much. And I will see you on the very next time.